Day 2023, Day 1, Beauty Deals. Hi, I'm Laura Ray, and I'm back with Danielle.
Hi, everyone.
Well, we're going to talk about some of the products we love so much that are on sale. This is a great time to stock up on things that you know you're going to buy anyway and save some money. And I'm all about saving money.
Yes, I'm so excited for Prime Day. It's one of the best times of the year to stock up on beauty essentials.
Well, even to buy things for the holidays. Sometimes I'll see something that I know for a birthday or the holidays that I want to just go ahead and buy and put away. So it's never too early to do those things too.
Yes.
And that takes a little bit of stress off the holidays too, if you already have all your shopping done.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we'd start maybe with some skincare.
Ooh, tell me, because your skin is looking amazing.
I'm pretty happy with it right now. And one thing that I love that I put into my skincare is the Dermelect SELF-ESTEEM Beauty Sleep Serum.
I like that name. It's going to give me some self-esteem, really?
Right. Don't you wish it was just that easy to find it in a bottle?
Mm-hmm.
But it really did work nice on my skin. It's an exfoliator, basically a liquid exfoliator. So you just put a few drops on. This is something I only use once a week because I'm afraid too much, my skin's too sensitive.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How does it go on your sensitive skin?
Yeah, because it's got glycolic, salicylic, L-ascorbic acid, so a lot of exfoliators, but you've seen me have some reactions to things. Mm-hmm. I'm very sensitive, but this didn't bother my skin at all, so I'm really happy with it. Now let's see what the deal is on that. It's actually 25% off.
Wow.
So now I wish I would have bought it then. Of course, I wouldn't have had it to review, but the full price is $42. Mm-hmm. But on the Prime Day, you can get it for $31.50. So that's really a good deal. So if you've been hearing all the rave reviews about it, because I've heard a lot of other YouTubers really like it, and I'm a fan, then now would be a good time to try it. I'm not going to go into great detail about this because I did a whole video talking about it. Remember Painted by Spencer?
Yes.
He uses the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, not only as a cleansing balm, but like a mask.
Oh.
And he uses it on his mature clients because he said it helps like little flakes, like what I get from exfoliating, to come off. Then when he's doing professional makeup on them for events, it looks smoother.
So it can remove makeup or it can prep the skin?
Both.
Both.
So he's using it to remove makeup and prep the skin. But unfortunately, this is very pricey. So the price on this normally is, you're not going to believe it, $68. That is some dollars. Now, I bought this for $17 so I could try it and see if what he was saying worked for me, and it did.
It looks like you still have a lot left.
Yeah,
have you been using it a lot?
I have. So even though it was a travel size, I really got a lot of uses out of it. But they're going to have it on sale. I'm looking at my notes here. 25% off, so it'll be $51 instead of the $68.
So are you thinking of getting it because it would last you so long?
I'm thinking about it. Now I'm going to look. I heard there's unscented, and I would prefer unscented for those of you that are sensitive.
Yes,
this is
sensitive gals.
Very fragrant smell. It does smell.
Whoa. I love the scent, but it is pretty strong.
It is strong. And some people have asked me about that. And then someone mentioned in a comment, oh, I think they have unscented, which is what I would prefer. Even though I love the scent, sometimes it affects me. So I really try to get fragrance-free products. I do much better with that. But it is really good. Now, I don't clean my eyes with it. I know a lot of people go right into the eyes, but I prefer to take, I have those dupes of the magic eraser or the cloth.
Yeah, the makeup removing
cloths. Wipe my eyes first with that soft cloth and just some water. And then I go in with like a Q-tip and I'll go into a little eye makeup remover and just sort of work through the lashes really gentle.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a little bit of a process taking off the eye makeup, but I feel it's worth it. I don't pull out the lashes. I don't get foggy eyes. I know when I tried the Clinique Take Off the Day, it gave me very foggy eyes after I was done taking off eye makeup. I tried it, but that just didn't work well for me.
Yeah. I would be interested in this because I wear quite a bit of makeup and I have sensitive skin that's prone to breakouts. So I feel like something like this would really help get the makeup off. But then I'm also trying to combat dry skin. So I feel like I would also put it on as skin prep. If Painted by Spencer is doing it, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should try it.
Yeah, I've tried so many cleansing balms. I have probably at least 10 in the cupboard right now of different price ranges. And this really did seem to do the best job on my skin. I did try, I love the e.l.f. the Hydration Cleansing Balm. I really love that one. It's very creamy like this one. But leaving it on like a mask, I didn't feel like it did much. So I don't do that anymore. I just use it, though, to get off the makeup. But these cleansing balms really get in the pores. But one thing I would caution people, it has nothing to do with your skin, it's your pipes. I feel funny about this stuff going down the drain and clogging someone's pipes if they use this all the time.
Yeah.
So what I do is I take a tissue and just wipe off first, get most of it, then go in with the water and it emulsifies and goes down the drain.
That's smart and way less messy too.
Way less messy. So that's my little tip. Because I've heard of people clogging their drains with oils, just like we don't put oil when we're cooking down the drain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's a great deal. Now, another one that I love for skincare is the Cosrx Advanced Snail Mucin. Now, I've said before, a lot of times when I use these kind of products, feel that.
What is it? Is it like an essence or?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It moisturizes
Sticky.
the skin. See how sticky it is?
Yeah, that is sticky, but then it goes in really quickly.
Yeah, I love this on my hands too. When I'm doing my face or applying it to my face, I will apply it like this to my neck, my chest, my hands. But this is such a great essence. It is so hydrating that when I use it, I often feel I don't need moisturizer. And I don't like heavy moisturizers on my skin. I tend to get rashes from that if I use anything that is too heavy.
Yeah.
And so this works great and just lasts for hours. Like the hydration lasts. I don't feel my skin getting dry during the day.
Yeah, I feel like summertime is the perfect time for essences, serums, because moisturizers just get way too heavy. Where come fall and winter, moisturizers are great.
Well, and the thing is, when fall and winter come, what I do is I switch from only using this to applying this and then a moisturizer. And that sort of just seals it all in. But I love this essence. Now let's talk about the price. I'm looking at my list here.
Okay, I want to know. What's the next deal?
Well, normally it's $25. But it's on sale for 33% off.
Nice.
So your total cost would be $16.77. And I did want to mention that prices are up to Amazon. So
Could change.
It could change. So don't be upset with me if that happens.
I won't.
And you go to buy it, but it's still 33% off, and this is both days. So they could get it today or tomorrow.
Yeah, because Prime is July 11th and 12th. So as you're watching this video, of course, keep those dates in mind.
Right, and that some products that people might recommend to them are one-day products. Some are on sale for 2 days. So some are only one. But this one happens to be 2 days, and I think it's great.
Yay!
Yay!
Add to cart.
Add to your cart. I consider lips part of skincare. And I have noticed as I've gotten older, my lips have gotten drier. They're a little smaller, and I think that's really from my teeth and jawline sort of shifting as you age. I remember when I first got braces and my teeth were like this a little bit, my lips looked so full because my teeth were pushing the lips out. So now I feel like my lips have gotten smaller and more lines in them. So I bought this maybe 2 months ago, the Youthful Lip Replenisher. It's from Revision Skincare. And what I like about this, it's so hydrating. Now, they say it looks like a regular lip gloss, right?
Yes.
In the tube. But I want to show you something. A lot like the Snail Mucin. Look at this, how tacky it is. Do you see the long string? I'm going to get a little closer where everybody can see the string.
Ooh.
But this, they say to massage into the lips. I didn't read that when I first got it, and I just put it on like a regular gloss. I should learn to read directions, right? But I took it after that and massaged it into the lips, and that sort of thins it out, makes it spread better. You could put it over lipstick, so you could try it now if you want.
Nice.
But I'll warn you, it has a peppermint feel. So if you don't like that peppermint feel, like other glosses, like Buxom has a peppermint feel to it.
You don't want to put this on before you eat lunch.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. But they say it's not just like a nighttime treatment. This is something you can do like 3 times a day. So I really like it. I feel like it smooths the lip lines, makes my lips look nice. It's a little tacky, but not annoyingly tacky. So I think the reason some lip glosses bother me is they're thick and tacky. Because you're spreading this out more across the lips, it's thinner. So I want to share a couple of things with you. It's almost perfect 5 stars.
Wow.
It looks like a 4.5. I see in the ingredient deck that it's got hyaluronic acid, tripeptide 1, tripeptide 38. So that's what I was looking for, something with peptides to help the lips. I'm liking it. I paid $40 for it. It's on sale for $34. So it's a discount of 15%. And I think that's pretty good, especially if someone's been wanting to try it or their lips really bother them.
Yes, this kind of product I feel like will last for a while, which makes it a better deal, plus with the 15% off. And I think thin lips are super cute. I actually love thin lips. I've dealt with dry lips for years. They can be super painful. And I feel like the mouth is kind of the first thing people notice when they talk to you. So I went around for years with crusty lips, and you helped me. You saved me. You started giving me some lip masks, and it makes makeup look so much more polished when your lips aren't cracked. And that's why I think I would give this a try.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like you said, we don't even talk about it, the painfulness of it, because it's physically painful when your lips are dry. So I like that. I think if someone hasn't tried it, it's worth a try. How do you like the way my skin looks today, the foundation?
It looks amazing. It looks very natural.
I really like it. This is the It CC cream. I've talked about this a little bit on the channel because this was my BFF when I broke out in a rash a few years ago. This was one of the only products I could use. I remember actually going into Ulta and being covered, just my entire face with a rash, and thinking, what am I going to put on this? And I bought this.
Yes, I love It Cosmetics. Everything I've ever tried from them has been a win. And it feels like luxury.
It really does. And normally this is $47, which is pricey compared with what I pay for drugstore foundation that I like. Well, it's going to be on sale for $32.90, which is 30% off. And I rarely see this on sale. I mean, I'm always looking for it on sale. I bought this to share in a video and I paid full price. I did not get a sale. So I have a full tube, so I'm not going to repurchase this time, but I wish I had waited now that I know they're going to have it on sale.
One thing that's great about mid-price or luxury makeup, I feel like especially with foundations, CC creams, is that you use so much less. So the product goes way further and it's a way more natural look on mature skin.
Absolutely. Not only that, this has a 50 sunscreen. Now, I don't apply enough of this to be sunscreen because I would have to apply a 1/4 teaspoon, and that's a ton. So I do wear sunscreen, but this is like another little layer of protection.
Every little bit helps.
Absolutely. So I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I bought it. I apply it with my fingers, and then I go in with like my stands out sponge to blend and just blend the edges and stuff. But I usually like just applying it with my fingers, which is wonderful. It's great for travel too because this is just plastic. So it's easy to throw in a bag, doesn't make a mess. I really like it for travel. So if anybody is traveling this summer, this would be great because probably they'll be outdoors if
Going
they're traveling.
to the beach, throw it in a beach bag. It's gorgeous, practical packaging, great product.
And I can bring it in my under eyes.
Yes.
So what I do is I bring it with my finger in the under eyes, and then I have this brush. This is the Bdellium brush. It's a 788. But does that look like the Angie Hot and Flashy?
It does. It's a baby version.
It's like a baby version. So I still love Angie's brush. Don't get me wrong, because not only do I use it in the under eye, but I will go around my nose. I will blend out contour. It is a wonderful brush, but this is great. It's more affordable. Some people have asked me for a dupe for the brush. And also, it fits great in the under eye. See how nicely that fits? That really fits nice for blending. So what I do is I bring the IT CC cream up under the eye. So if someone had dark circles, they could go ahead and use the Bye Bye Under Eye, which is also on sale for that. What shade do you wear in the IT? Do you remember?
Whatever the lightest shade is, which is what I always choose.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I think it was like 10.5 or something, but it was the very lightest, and that works amazing for you. Now, my shade I bought, which I really like, is 15.0 Light Amber Warm. And I was just sort of guessing. I did try some out, and this, I think, works great.
This concealer is an absolute win. First of all, it's the smallest amount of concealer I've ever had to use for the most coverage.
Let me show you how much I use.
It is so pigmented.
Okay, that is way more than enough. This?
Yes.
For my both eyes.
Yes.
And maybe even like to cover around the nose.
That's exactly what I do.
I'm going to show, even though I have some on, I'm going to show what I do because it's a great technique. And you might not know this, so maybe it'll be helpful. So what I do is don't go in like with your brush right into a blob. That's not going to be good. So what I do is on the hand, warm it up and blend it out. Look at how far it's stretching.
It is so pigmented.
Look at that. I'm stretching it all the way across my hand. Then what I can do is tap some in here, here, and then start pouncing.
Yes, it takes so little concealer, and I have very intense dark circles. It completely covers them. I was using the Smashbox Becca color corrector, and that was my holy grail. I remember talking about it, I think, last time I was here.
Last time you were here, you mentioned that.
But it has the color correcting built in, hence why it's called Bye Bye Under Eye. It's in my skin shade. It's a great color match. They have an amazing shade range. And best of all, it wears wonderfully throughout the day. My concealer will look the exact same, and I tend to wear my makeup for maybe 18 hours. I have long days, so having my concealer look exactly the same at the end of the day, I don't need to do touch-ups. That takes a lot off my mind. It saves me a lot of time.
And look at how much I still have left.
Yes, I will use a dot like what she used all over my whole face.
Yeah,
I'll be
go
able
ahead
to
and
cover my under eyes, any blemishes, my nose, and it will stay in place all day. I don't think any other concealer I've ever used has truly stayed in place all day, even though I set it with powder. And this is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and it's 30% off, and I don't see it on sale very often. So I think that's
Yes.
great. I've talked a lot about the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, how excellent it is, and that it's a great dupe for this one. But for someone that loves Anastasia Brow Wiz, they can get it on sale, and it's 30% off. The pencil's usually $25. It's going to be $17.50.
Wow. And brows it's something you use every day, a brow pencil. It's a great everyday product, so it's a good basic to stock up on.
Yes, and I'm in the shade Taupe, which is a hard shade to find. You can't find that in every brand. And that's one of the things I do love about Anastasia as a company. They have so many shades.
And one thing about Anastasia, their brow shades are very true. Like a taupe is a true taupe. It's more cool toned, where other brands, and this does happen at the drugstore sometimes, I hate to say it, but it does. A taupe is not really a taupe. It's a lot warmer. It isn't great for blondes. And the Anastasia just gets those true brow shades. So if you have a different hair color like gray hair, red hair, spending a little more on the brow pencil is going to be your best bet because you'll get a much truer shade.
Yeah, and I just showed him this is the taupe, and it really does look like a true taupe.
It's beautiful.
And it works great with my brows because my brows are such a strange color. It's hard for me to pick. I don't know if I should pick light brunette because my natural hair color, speaking of hair color, we'll get to that in a moment, but my natural hair color is like a light to medium brown. So, but my brows are not that color. So either a taupe or a light brunette really are probably the best colors for me when I'm doing brows. If I use too light, then you see the light pencil and it looks very fake. So I've tried blonde, but unless I get a dark blonde, it doesn't work on my brows. So I'm sure some of the ladies have had trouble with this. Let me know if you have in the comments. Yeah. I've had a lot of trouble with finding the correct shade for my brows. I don't want them to look too dark, but then I don't want them to look too light because then they look fake. The biggest mistake most women make is not blending enough. You know, we'll do a couple of swipes, okay, I'm good to go, and that's not enough.
I would never do that.
These brow experts that do it for a living, they might blend for a full minute or so. They really go into the hair and keep going over it and brush it different directions. So I've been playing with that, and I think it's worked out pretty good.
Honestly, I hate brows. They're so annoying to have to deal with. I've never had good brows, hence why most of my life I've had bangs. But I feel like with Anastasia, it makes it much quicker and easier. I love the Anastasia brow powder. That's my favorite thing to use because it gives me the quickest brows and I can move on to the parts of the makeup I like.
I do love their powder too. It's really good. I repurchased it recently, so I would have a fresh one for comparisons with other powders, but it really is great. So again, that's 30% off, and that's going to be both days. So let's talk about NYX. NYX has their Wonder Stick, and I really love this because it's very affordable contour. The contour, I have the light medium, so it comes in different shades like light, medium, deep. And this is a true sort of gray looking contour, which is what contour is supposed to be. It's different from bronzer. Bronzer is just to warm up the face, where contour is meant to sculpt, which is why I like the idea of a stick. It's harder to sculpt if the products may be flat. You do have to have like the right brushes, otherwise it would be difficult. Although we see a lot of people just take their finger and go right on there and smudge. I prefer not to do that. I like to draw this on and then take like my stands out sponge and really just blend it, or a brush. But you've got that, and then on this side you have, in this particular stick, almost like a rose gold.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Champagne-y looking highlighter. So this is perfect for, see, you can put it on your cheekbone and then just blend that out.
So which honestly do you like better? Powder contour and highlight or cream contour and highlight?
I like cream. I like cream because on my mature skin, I feel like it goes into the skin better where powder can sometimes sit. And that doesn't mean I don't like powder. I really love those Hourglass powders. They're so microfine. But I also like the experience of a cream more than powder blowing all over the place. I am more of a cream person. I didn't used to be. That's something new, and I think because I had such oily skin when I was younger, a cream product was a joke. It would just slide off, like a slip and slide, basically.
So maybe powder bronzers, because they're going on more of the face, it's easier to kind of just put on a brush and blend it out, where with the contour, having the cream and in this stick, it makes it easier for beginners, I feel like.
Yeah, and this is so affordable. Normally it's $14, but it'll be $11.90. So NYX is having like 15% off some of their products like this, and also what I'm wearing on my lips, the butter gloss. One of your favorites.
So nostalgic. It's just a favorite. It's been around for so long, and they keep making more shades. I'm obsessed with NYX in general. I love NYX Cosmetics. I've never tried anything bad from that brand, but the butter gloss is so easy, especially for dry lips. And keeping it in the purse, I could just reapply that without a mirror and I'd be good.
This is strawberry cheesecake.
I love it. It's gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty? I've shown it before. I love how it makes my lips look smoother. If I were to wear a lipstick, then I would want to put, probably if it wasn't shiny, some gloss on top. You want...
I don't know if it will match what I have on. I have this on.
I love that.
This is the Pillow Talk dupe that my mom bought me from Ulta, and it's gorgeous.
And I'm still on the fence about how to say the brand. I think it's Très Luce.
Yeah, Très Luce. This shade is Empower Me. It's not an Amazon deal. It's on Ulta, but we'll still link it.
Yeah, I love that lipstick. And you were out of town, and while you were gone, I bought it for you. So it looks beautiful on you. And it's interesting because your lip color, your natural base color, is very cherry, which I love. Mine's very mauve. So it looks different on you than me.
Yeah, I'm amazed how powerful this is, because typically when I wear nudes, the cherryness of my lips comes through a lot more. Where this, it gives me much more of a nudie look that I've been wanting. So I'm obsessed. It's Pillow Talk on a budget.
Oh, and it looks the same to me. And what amazes me is the packaging is just as nice.
I like the packaging better.
Yeah, Charlotte's is gold, but look at that royal blue. I mean, that's such a beautiful shade, and it is magnetic just like Charlotte. So look at that.
I love it.
Beautiful. I think this is just top. 5 stars for that. That's really amazing. Now, this butter gloss, they are having a special deal where you get a 3-pack, 3 shades. I'm not sure what the shades are, but normally that 3-pack would be $15. It's $12.75. Yeah. So 15% off. It's both days they're having it. But I'm telling you, I've never had a shade of this butter gloss that I didn't like. There are so many iconic shades. And do you know this is one of the top selling lip glosses, if not the top on Amazon.
It's for a reason. It's one of the best. And I do love NYX, but let's be real about NYX. The prices have gone up over the years.
Yeah,
NYX makeup has gotten way more expensive. So Prime Day is like the best time to stock up on NYX.
Even 15% off, it's better than nothing, right? And the butter gloss on its own is usually around $5. So it's not super pricey, but you're right. All makeup has gone up so much. So I'm very aware as I'm researching and looking for products that I find the highest quality for the best price. You've heard me talk a lot about the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Well, that is going to be an amazing deal because it's 32% off. So instead of $10.99, it's $7.48.
Wow.
And that lasts so long. I've bought so many tubes of that stuff. It's unbelievable. And my favorite is the brightener and the neutralizer. So they have a neutralizer that you can use all over the face to cover up like age spots and things or discoloration. You can even use it in the under eye. But they have a brightener that I love for highlighting the cheekbones. It's pink, sort of like your Smashbox Becca under eye brightener, but so affordable.
I feel like it's the perfect concealer and color corrector for beginners because they have a huge shade range of regular concealers. Then they have the color correctors. And with the sponge tip applicator and how thin the formula is, blending is not too much of an issue. So it's great for beginners and on-the-go touch-ups.
And you know, if someone doesn't like a sponge applicator, you can pop that off. And the product actually just comes out a little bit. You can just wind it up like you normally would, and a little bit comes out. So if someone likes to apply it with a brush and they don't want to use that sponge, you can do that too.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a thin concealer that's great for mature skin on a budget, that's a win.
Absolutely. 2 of my favorite face products are on sale, and I'm so excited because I know a lot of women have been wanting these, and they're a little pricier, and they can save some money and actually try it. So one is the Laura Geller, the Baked Balance and Brighten. I love this, especially for over my sunscreen. So instead of wearing a liquid foundation, I'll put on my tinted sunscreen. Then I will take this and it will take some of the shine off of it and make it last longer and look more smooth and flawless. So I just go like this, Danielle.
Is that the brush you've been telling me about?
Yes.
The Laura Geller brush?
I love her brush. I was just using my own brush I already had when I first got it, and I noticed a big difference because this is so tight. There's so many hairs in here. And it just picks up the product so great. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm very interested in this Laura Geller foundation because I get shiny during the day and I also want to smooth out texture. So,
you know what? I love it for my
gorgeous.
neck too, because a lot of my friends here on YouTube have said, I'm afraid to put foundation on my neck because it's going to get all over my clothes. So what I like to do is, so you don't see such a difference between the makeup on my face and my neck, because that can be an issue, just go down the neck.
Yeah, that's like makeup 101. Make sure to blend down onto the neck. Do I always do it? Maybe I will when I get the Laura Geller foundation.
Oh my goodness. I really love this. And I was worried at first I would get cakey looking with it. I don't.
Powder can go wrong quickly.
Yeah, and this lasts a long time because it's one of those baked powders.
Those baked things, they have some kind of magic because they never look used.
I know, I've had this a long time, and it's just starting to get a little more of a flatter look, and I use this all the time. And it does have a tiny mirror in the top half of the compact, so if I had this in my purse, I could still see what I'm doing. I could just move the compact around to see the different parts of my face.
That's cute.
So that's really good. Now, full price, it's $33. It's 20% off, which brings it to $26.44.
I love it.
So for $26.44, you can have your Baked Balance and Brighten, and I really do think it's great because many women are like me. I know I'm not minimal today because I have a lot of eye makeup on, but most days I wear sort of minimal makeup.
Definitely.
So I like a really soft, natural look to wear to work. So I can put the sunscreen on, put this on, and I'm just done with that. I can just put a little cream blush on, maybe some mascara, and I'm good to go.
So easy.
Very easy. Now, a lot of women are not fans of powder. So for those that aren't, I think the Mally Poreless Face Defender is phenomenal.
I've used it and I love it.
Yes, it's a silicone-based product where you can, now Mally, she gives you like a sponge with it. But what I do, let me grab one of my brushes. I'll grab my double dome brush. I pat into it. You don't want to dig into it. This is a product, you know, you've used it. You just pounce like this and it picks it up, even though you don't see it because it is like clear.
Yeah.
And then say right here, I have a little shine on the tip of my nose. Look at that. Just takes the shine right off.
Wow.
And what I love is there's no powdery mess. So this is great to carry in your purse.
Yeah.
And there is a mirror, a full mirror on this side. And so I can look like this, dab, and just get all the shine off.
I'm amazed by how little you can use because I think I was overdoing it sometimes with this. With the sponge she gives, I was like, you know, maybe I always go hardcore with makeup. I use a lot of it. So I think I was going like this. I think it was a little much. I like what you did a lot better with the brush. So I might try that out with
Yeah,
mine.
I really like the brush for applying it. And I've had this a long time. It lasts so long. I know Grammy liked this. Maybe I'll send her one. I think I'll surprise my mother. It was her birthday.
I know she's watching this, so you better get it to her soon before this video
I'm going to
comes
go
out.
order it when we're done. So she'll have it when she sees the video. So that'll be cool. She'll get to see that. But my mom loves this because she doesn't like shine at all. She likes a satin look to her foundation.
Do I.
Yeah, so she loves it, and there's never been a product I've ever tried that could replicate this.
Well, and besides the shine, in the name itself, they say a poreless face defender. It's great for minimizing pores, too.
Yes. Do you know you can wear this alone?
Yes.
So you don't
cool.
have to wear it over foundation. I could put my sunscreen on because I want to have that on, and then put this on top.
Yeah, or I've heard about it being used as a primer too, so used underneath makeup. So if you're really battling some oil, which yes, women and people of all ages can battle oil, then it's great underneath too.
Absolutely. And so that's normally $40. It's going to be $32.
Yes.
So 20% off that. It's a one day only. So I'm going to have to grab that really quick. And I just thought of that. We're filming this ahead of time.
I know, you're going to have to pay a few extra dollars.
I'm going to have to tell her not to watch the video.
Yes, don't watch.
Not to watch this part. But Grammy will be getting her Mally Poreless Face Defender because it's pretty amazing, just like her. I'm going to take this off my lips, the NYX, because I want to show you these that are going to be on sale for $6.90. Peripera, not all three. One is $6.90. So normally they're $9.90. So that's a pretty good deal, 30% off. Have you ever tried these?
I have tried them and I really like them. The only thing I would say is prep your lips first if you use these to get the smoothest look. So use some kind of lip mask or balm and let it sit for a bit because I have extremely dry lips, so I'm here to give you all the dry lip tips today.
Do you think I should try all shades for them?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see.
So let's start with the deepest shade, number 17. They number these, so they don't, oh, they actually do have a name to this one, Rosy Nude. I bought this because it was like a liquid pillow talk.
I was going to say, it's giving me pillow talk vibes over here.
So it's got a little applicator. It's like a little baby. And I love these. They feel very mousse-like, the texture.
Yeah, it looks like a deeper version of pillow talk to me. It looks a little bit deeper. It's very pretty.
What I like is even though these are like more of a matte look, they're not drying looking. I love these kind of shades in the fall, don't you?
Yeah.
I am one of those people that changes my shades up depending on the season, but I think this is really pretty. So you like it?
I love it.
Okay, I'm going to take it off and let's go with this one next, number
That's
27.
So pretty.
I bought a couple of nude shades.
I really like that because it's more pink. At least that's how it looks here on the outside. This one is strawberry nude, so it has a little bit more of a pink vibe to it, which is really pretty. Can't wait to see how it looks on your lips.
Yeah, really. It does have that strawberry look, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. These apply really easily. I like that about them.
I love that shade even more. I think it's very brightening.
I think I do too.
It's very flattering.
I think I like this better.
Me too.
It's not as hard looking. I think this is softer looking on me than the other.
That's more of a summer shade.
Yeah,
which
definitely.
is what we're in right now.
Yeah, and so the last one I had that I bought was number 24, and that says Milky Nude.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks more warm and brown. So this should be interesting.
All right, well, let's give it a try. It's definitely a warm tone in it.
Yes, that's going to be really pretty. I love when my mom wears warm tone makeup. I was telling her that the other day when we were having girl talk. I was like, those warm shades and bright shades, they really suit her.
It's different. I don't have many shades like this, so I like the way it feels on my lips. It feels very soft, and these are like fluffy little mousse lipsticks.
Yeah.
So I bought others of these too, but I like Peripera a lot. I think they're sort of a hidden gem on Amazon. So those again are only $6.90. So it's a great way to try a shade you might not have too. So I will look at some of the shades again, and maybe I'll pick up a new shade.
I want you to get a red one.
A red one. I'll do that. I love this towel I bought. This is called what? The Goshi Towel?
Yes.
The Goshi Towel. And it's normally $14.99. It's on sale for $11.99.
Wow.
Look at how long this towel is.
This is a table runner.
It looks almost like our table runner behind us. But let me tell you, what's great is you can go like this and just clean and exfoliate your entire back.
This is a great gift too. It's great
amazing.
For anyone. We all need to wash our back, so.
Right. And I use it all over the body, so you can just take a section of it. This is really good for feet. I like to get my feet, but it makes it easier to get behind your legs because this is so long.
Yeah, I bet you could just like loop it around your feet and go.
Yeah, you really could. If you had a seat in your shower and were having trouble, a lot of people have injuries and they can't reach their toes. So if you had like a shower stool, like a lot of people will do, you could throw this around your foot and go like this.
Yeah.
But it's incredible and it lasts months. I mean, you have to replace it after a while because it won't be as exfoliating, but I would say it'd probably be good for a year. Now, the other thing I like is it doesn't build up, they say, bacteria and stuff. Like after I take a shower with it, it's almost instantly dry.
Yes.
So unlike other things, we've bought those like bigger brushes. You know, your dad had a shower brush that he used, but that thing would stay wet and the wood stick that it was on would get wet.
Yeah.
I like this because it just dries almost instantly.
Nice.
So I'm going to buy you one.
Cool.
Because they're 20% off and I think you'll love it.
Thank you.
And it exfoliates so nicely, like your skin will feel like butter. Just so smooth. So that's a great one. Then the last thing I know you have so much experience with, and then we'll talk about your hair and why it's a darker color today, but the Olaplex 3. That's on sale. Now that's gone up. When we started buying it, it was maybe $28, right? Now it's $30 for Olaplex. Well, it's going to be $24 on sale, 20% off.
It is so hard to find any kind of sale on Olaplex, and yes, the price did go up $2. So it's great that they're running a deal on it for Prime. I'm so excited.
Now, what do you feel Olaplex does for your hair?
Olaplex helps a lot with the look of hair and breakage. Breakage is the number one thing. I am a bleach blonde. It allowed me to do a treatment at home every week to help strengthen my hair and rebuild the bonds in my hair. So over time, I noticed way less breakage.
So I find for my hair, it helps with frizz, it helps with shine, it helps with breakage. So I just love it. And I remember back in the day before they came out with the 3 for at home, we used to pay like $40 to get it done at the salon. And the salon will still do it for around $40, but we can get many treatments. It's not the salon treatment, it's a little different, but it pretty much, to me, seems to give me the same results as when I did it in the salon. And we can get a lot of treatments out of one of those bottles.
And if you're really looking to stretch your Olaplex, you can spot treat. That's what I do a lot of times because I have more damage on this side of my hair. So I would apply it just to that area and do maybe an extra treatment every week.
That's
just on
a great
specific area. Yeah. So it really helps. And if you're so blessed with fine hair like me and my mom, then you can get way more treatments out of the bottle too.
Oh yeah, when you don't have a thick head of hair, you get so many more treatments. And like you said, I have a lot of frizzy gray hair in the back and the nape of my neck. So there were times I clip up the rest of my hair and just put the Olaplex there so that it would help keep it smooth and it would stop frizzing up so much. So if you have gray hair that's wiry, then I think Olaplex could really help you with that. So that's like one of our all-time favorite hair care products.
Holy Grail.
Definitely. Now let's talk about your hair. You are not in your natural hair today. What is this that you're wearing? Because it's absolutely stunning, in my opinion. I love it.
I love changing my hair color. I am a chameleon, but doing that to one's natural hair can cause a lot of damage. So that's why I love wearing wigs. I have a ton of wigs, but this is by far my nicest wig. It's from Renau, and it's the Zara Petite wig. And they also have one that's not petite, but I'm 5'1", and they make wigs that better fit petite people. So that's the one I got.
That's so cool.
I'll tell you some really cool things about this wig if you're interested, and maybe you'll try it on next time. Who knows?
Should I try it on? Let me know in the
go.
comments.
Here you go.
You've been trying to get me to wear a wig for a long time.
I've been trying to convert my mom to the wig life because the wig life is amazing.
Well, the nice thing is you can go longer without washing your hair, right? And you can change hair color if you're wanting to without committing to a different color.
Yes.
So there's so many pluses, and from what you've told me, I haven't tried on your wig, you said it's so comfortable. Like a lot of people, I think of these wigs you get at Target for Halloween and how uncomfortable and fake it is, but there's so many natural looking wigs now, which I think is amazing because so many women my age, but women your age too, deal with hair loss.
Yes.
So they might have an event coming up. We're going to be getting more towards the holiday season in a couple of months. And you can't grow your hair out overnight. So sometimes we're under pressure to look a certain way for an occasion coming up, and we might feel like we don't want to attend because of the way our hair is.
One of the biggest fears I feel like people have when it comes to wigs and wearing them out is if I'm walking into an event or if I'm outdoors for an event and my hair blows back, it's gonna look super fake.
Well, especially in Florida, we have so much wind. So I think that's such a good point that people would be afraid of that, people knowing they're wearing a wig.
A lot of what makes a wig look fake is the scalp. When you look at cheaper wigs, which I love and I still wear, they have a very obviously fake part line. It's usually just a line, just made of plastic right on the wig. Where this, the hairs are placed individually. So if I wanted to, I could part it here, I could part it here. I can put it in pigtails. I can put it in a ponytail.
Wow.
I can do anything I want with this wig. Another thing about it is it has these little tabs here that you can secure where your sideburns are.
But you know, on my favorite soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful, there's a character on there and she's in a wig every day. And people have mentioned it, and her wigs, some of them are just stunning. You know, people are wanting her hairstyle.
Yes.
But now let me ask you this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you took it to our hairstylist and she shaped the bangs for you.
That's what I was going to say. This wig comes without bangs. So you can just part it in the middle, part it to the side.
That is so cool. And I love these pieces that are cut like framing the face in the front. Now, did our hairstylist do that?
It came this way.
Because I like that. It gives more of a frame to the face instead of it all hanging and being the same length.
That's one of the reasons why this wig is more expensive, is it has a realistic haircut and the ends of the hair even look more realistic. With more affordable wigs, typically they're more of a uniform length at the bottom, which makes them look more wiggy.
This feels like natural hair.
It's a synthetic fiber. And
it's really amazing how soft that feels. It feels softer than I thought it would. It's really nice.
Yeah, one of the things with synthetic fiber is for new wig wearers, you would think, I want the most realistic looking wig, so obviously it should be human hair. Not only is human hair insanely expensive, it's also really high maintenance and the wig wears out faster. Where a more realistic looking synthetic fiber, it will last longer, it's easier to style, it doesn't respond to humidity and other weather issues.
That could be a game changer for a Floridian, because I will go out in the humidity and I'll have my hair curled just the way I want it, and then pretty soon it's flat.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold the curl. Now, let me ask you this. Can you curl that?
Yes. You can use heat tools on this.
Wow.
And it retains it. Like synthetic fiber has a memory. So it will retain whatever style you put in. So if you curl it, these curls are not going to fall out in the humidity or in the heat. And then they'll stay that way until you wash the wig or straighten it. And that is one of the great parts of synthetic fiber. It's amazing.
So if enough ladies comment they want me to wear the wig, I will do it. If a couple of people, I'm not going to wear it. But if enough people comment, then I will put myself out there and wear the wig, because, you know, I used to be a brunette and I sort of miss it. You know, I like the hair color that I have now, but I would love to be able to just try it periodically and feel like I used to when I had my hair darker.
Well, if you still want to stay blonde, this comes in so many shades. So you could try being a different shade of blonde, a redhead, a lighter brunette.
Wow.
And these wigs have some highlights in them to give them a more natural
I
look.
noticed that. You have like caramel highlights in that.
Yes.
So it's really beautiful. I like those highlights. That to me makes it look even more natural, because even people that don't get their hair highlighted, like say kids, you see them out in the playground and they just have natural highlights from being in the sun.
Yes.
So if anybody does gardening or yard work or goes for walks outside, a lot of times their hair will have highlights in it.
Yes, so like the video and comment to get this woman in this wig.
And I just feel so happy, because I know many people go through different illnesses where they lose their hair, and that can be really hard on men and women. And so knowing, just having that security blanket that there are wigs out there that look amazing, I think is wonderful.
Hair loss is so common and not a lot of people talk about it, but it is very common, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. Or is wearing a wig. It's great to wear wigs, and it's more popular than it's ever been. So there's really no reason to not wear wigs if you want to.
Yeah, well, and it's easier than buying hair extensions. I've had those in the past. I had hair extensions, and when you go to the salon, they're very expensive, and then they really take a toll on your natural hair. So I like that this is, you're paying one price, you're buying the wig, you get it the way you want it, and you don't have to go back for any kind of visits to the salon or any of that. So, and it would be great, like if your hair needed done, say I wanted to get my hair colored, I could probably wait longer if I could put a wig on if the roots got too bad. So
the secret is I have a lot of roots under here. I have not had my blonde done in a while. So this is just an instant hairstyle. I didn't use even any heat tools this morning on this. I just slapped it on, ran a brush through. This is my favorite brush to use with my wigs. It's also on Amazon. And it says, brush your worries away. So we can link that below. And I'll also have you link my favorite wig cap. It is so easy. With this wig cap, you don't even need to use bobby pins. You don't need to tie your hair up. You just slip it on your head, pull it up, and the hair, your own hair will pull through, and then you pull it down, and it gives you a perfect smooth look with no bobby pins, nothing.
One last question, because I get a headache easily from like headbands, those kind of things. So I have to really be careful. Do you ever get a headache from your wig?
With some of my more affordable wigs, I do. But with this one, I do not. And sometimes I will forego wearing a wig cap, because the main thing I notice sometimes that will give me a bit of a headache is a wig cap. So I can also give you the link to a wig band that I use that helps keep the wig in place. Sometimes I'll use that instead of a wig cap, or sometimes I'll just go without the wig cap because I have fine hair. So I just tie it back and then just put the wig on.
That's awesome. Well, if I get enough comments, then I guess this is what I'll be wearing in an upcoming video. I appreciate you sharing that. Now, all the links for everything we talked about today will be in the description of the video, and I thank you so much for shopping those links. You are the sponsors of my channel. I want to thank Danielle for coming today and sharing her perspective on things. It really helps having 2 points of view, and I'm grateful for you, Danielle, and for the ladies, because they're amazing. I love you all so much. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you soon.